Hello everybody and welcome to my time at Sandrock, where today I think we're gonna probably be able to meet, I'm hoping we are anyway, Jane today. Because I haven't found her so far. And she's supposed to be here now.
Hey, I've got some
Hi.
bad news. The sandstorm yesterday did a number on our test planning in the Outback. I'm on my way over there right now. If you have time, come take a look as well. Maybe we can figure something out. Anyway, I'll see you there.
Oh no, that sounds awful. They want to go out with me today. I'm sorry guys, I can't do it. Right, let's bring the sand wall down. I should have known that was why they'd put a sandstorm day in. Oh, those poor plants. Letter from Jane. Dear Sheila, I recently arrived in this charming town to be the new school teacher. My goodness, everyone's so friendly. May I truly said you're the best person to ask if I need builder assistance. Would you be so kind as to come by my classroom for a chat? I'd like to introduce myself before I start asking you for help. To do otherwise would be rude, don't you think? I shall await your visit with breathless anticipation. Kindest regards, Jane. Jane sounds fun. Okay. Let's go and see if we can find Jane. Gosh, I love my yard so much. Okay. I do wish though, like, in Porsche, you could kind of put down like nice floorings and stuff, and I do kind of wish that I could do that in this as well. But I don't think I can, so come on, ride. It looks like I can hand commissions in all the way over here as well. It looks like there's a load of commissions that I didn't hand in last time.
Thank you.
It must have got too late. Recipes? I think we might be done with the recipes, honestly. There's one thing I would like to do today is to try and get myself advanced tailoring capacity and advanced cooking capacity, maybe. We'll see. Oh, hang on. I've gone past whoever that is. Is it Chi? I think it's Chi. I should chat to Larry every so often. An ejection system? Yeah, it goes like pew and launches your enemy. So by my reckoning, no less than 30 meters. And the exact same force will be enacted upon the user. Your design as it stands will simply launch both the user and the victim 30 meters in opposite directions. While perhaps the case could be made for this being slightly amusing, it's not a practical fighting device. We just up the power, put one in there. Ancient cores up in there. That'll sort it out. It would sort out nothing. It would launch the user and the victim further. What now? I mean, could it be? Yes, increasing power to a device amplifies all mechanisms attached, unless accounted for with redirection and inhibitors or insulation. Well then, account for them. I will not, but you may try again. Shucks, alright. Andy, you have to try and think and learn. She is being a little bit, he is being sneaky. Right, here is your commission. Money for me. How much money do I have now? Nearly 40k. We're saving up, I think it's like $250,000 at the moment, so nearly a fifth of the way there. Hurrah! We need some good commissions, basically. Right, so let me see. One more limestone needed, and we need to go out to the Outback and see what's going on. So I'll go and check my factory and see. Where's Mel? Mel has to go around. I don't know why that amuses me so much, but anyway, we'll go back and see if that limestone is done, and then we'll go to the Outback and see what the damage is. I do also need to go and see Jane, which is the one thing we were trying to do, but we didn't, so. I'm not seeing any limestone there. So let's see, I'm one short, but I do have enough limestone for it. So let's see if the factory is still making it. It's not. So for some reason, a limestone went missing. So let's just do another one. while I go about my business. And let's see what kind of things are on this board today. Boring things. Boring things that don't make me much money. Tanned leather. That's such an old one. Amira wants tomato fish. I'm going to give her that, I think. I should have plenty of eggs and plenty of tomatoes. Go on with the petrified wooden boards, maybe. I don't think I can take any more after that. Well, I can take one more today, but I need to hand something in first. So let's make these things. So I need to make this zinc aluminium plate. Petrified wooden boards. What? I already have 8 of them? Oh, okay. I'd probably hand that in then, couldn't I? Right then. Do my recycling as well. Very quickly. So, boom, boom. And I haven't done recycling in a couple of days, so it's kind of starting to build up a little bit, but it's not too bad at all. My scrap it contract is at the top of what it can be, so it just trickles in. Seems very spread out at this point though. And we use about 12-13 of our recycling points a day, which means I don't really feel the need particularly to increase how much recycling points I have. I could do it twice as fast if I wanted to, and I don't even really need to. So unless for some reason we start getting loads more scrap in, I think we're at a good point with that, to be honest. We only have 4 points of tailoring, so that's a bit rubbish right now. Forging, we've got 7 points now. 2 points of blending and 2 points of jewellery, but I rarely use the jewellery. But I could put advanced jewellery and advanced tailoring in, and then put more blenders in if I want more blending, but honestly, blending is mostly about the fertilizer, and honestly, I do find with the fertilizer that it is easier I probably have enough to make 40 then, don't I? Let's see, is that happy with that? Yes. Okay, so we'll make 40 fertilizer, but it looks to me like I've got a load of fertilizer that I bought various places that I can add. There we are. So I've added that into the greenhouse, so all of the stuff in there will start to get fertilized. And every time I see 200 fertilizer, I'll grab it until we've got this up to 3,000. So we'll try and fill that with fertilizer if possible. And I might need to get some more water today. Let's see. Rosie has been nagging me a bit about water lately. There's a little bit I can make. So I've popped all I have into the tank, but we don't have any leftovers. So what I'd like to have is a full tank, not an empty tank. But first I think we'll go up to the school and we'll go and see Jane, and then we'll go out to the outback. Oh look, I can already hand some stuff in. Yay! Commissions, commissions, commissions today, isn't it? But that's okay. And it's a Friday, and I would honestly really like to take Way out for a day out. Way out. Way out for a day out. Yay! I think Owen is in the kitchen. Yes. Where's Larry today? He's just like hanging around. He's not doing his work today, is he?
Thank you.
I did get that done super quick. It's lovely when you've already got the stuff ready. Petrified wood is a bit of a more difficult one. That and limestone and granite and graphite. Although actually I've got quite a bit of graphite at the moment, saying that. So I don't know if that's coming in from somewhere. Maybe it's coming in from like some of the scrap. Maybe iron scrap produces graphite or something. That might be why I've suddenly got loads of it, because I'm just going through... I'm not even looking at what it's making, to be honest. So that was the only thing I could hand in. But it looks like if I go up to the school, then I can go and talk to Jane, and then we can go and see what trail of destruction has happened over at the planting site. So, Mian's Institute of Telesis. Clearly left that too long.
And that, children, is why you should never feed noodles to a yakmel, no matter how much he begs you for them.
Good lesson to learn.
Oh, you must be the builder. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Jane. It's lovely to finally meet you.
I love how they scaled up the home report board to make a giant whiteboard. Fantastic.
I'm afraid you caught me practicing. The first day of school is just around the corner and there's so much to do to prepare. I was hoping you might help me get the classroom ready. First impressions matter, you know? This new building is wonderful, but the decoration is a bit on the traditional side. If you could bring me some things to spruce it up and make it my own, it might make everyone feel more at home and less nervous. The kids, I mean, not me. Of course, I'm not nervous. Not in the least. It's all about the children, right?
Happy to help.
Oh, you're such a lifesaver. So here's a list of things I need to spruce up the school. After you make them, just bring them along and place them in the classroom.
Okay, I will do. But it says that I need to come in and out of here because there's more things going on. So let's do that. And that final limestone brick is done.
Then
Perfect.
I'm gonna use my super duper space laser to blast open the clouds. Boom! Pow! Kablooey! Peach! 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 Who do you think you are? These clouds have covered our world for hundreds of years. Peach, you foolhardy, reckless young man. We need to go back to our caves and embrace the darkness. Yeah.
Nah. I love that.
Good job, Jasmine. Ahem. Many people questioned Peach's radical ideas, thinking he was bound to fail. But he persevered and aimed his machine at the sky and fired a massive burst of energy.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna line.
I'm going to break a hole in the sky and let the sun shine down on us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I reckon I'm gonna break me a big old hole in that there sky and let the sun shine on down on us. Nailed it. Hasta la vista, Cloudy. Pacow!
And against all odds, Peach achieved this miraculous feat and brought the light back into everyone's life.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Teacher, I should be Peach. I did a way better job than Andy. He can't even remember his lines. No offense, Andy.
Feedback received. Well, you know, sometimes it's less about the words and more about the charisma. That X factor, that presence, that star power. It gets the people going. I'm talking pizzazz.
Also, quite often, the villain of the piece drives the plot. So you gotta think about that. How come in here, right, you're allowed to have, like, photo pictures that are kind of right next to each other, and you can, like, rotate that, like, 45 degrees, and, like, have things on top of bookshelves? Why can't we have this in our houses?
Everyone gave an amazing performance today. Yes, Andy forgot his lines, but he brought life to the character. It was almost as if Peach was right in front of me. And of course, Jasmine and little Pebbles were as wonderful as ever.
Why were so many people against Peach? Wasn't he doing the right thing? I don't understand.
But they didn't know that it would work. And it was using a lot of resources, probably.
Well, you have to understand the society at time.
Jane became my associate. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Maybe we could have a chat with Jane.
Hello? My birthday is the 14th of summer. Supposedly it meant something in the old world, but now it's just another day. Such is life.
Now it's a day for triple points on presents. I can gift you stuff. What would you? I'm gonna try giving you an earring.
Thanks. It's really nice.
Got loads of earrings. I need to find someone that likes them. She'll probably prefer things for the school, I would imagine. So things like crafted pencil holders, desks, chairs, stuff like that, maybe? That is just a complete guess. I haven't looked it up or anything yet. Although I might do. Because, you know, having another person in this category, they just keep throwing them at me, don't they? Another person in that category. And then there's still someone to go. Who apparently just got added in there. Ugh, how annoying. But anyway, the limestone is done now. So I just need to pick that up and I can hand it in. And then we can...
City Hall for tourist information.
Maybe the alloy plate might be done as well. And if it is, then I can hand those in and then go out to the outback. One of them is. Not the other one. Okay. Fine by me. And then what else have we got? 5 out of 8 of the tomato fish are done. Okay, well let's see if I can make any more of those. 3 more needed. If I can remember where I put my chef's cooking station. I don't have enough sandfish for that. Okay. I will finish those off later then. I'll quickly hand in the limestone and then I'll head out to the outback and then I'll come back and I'll do the tomato fish. And if I have time, I'll take Way out on a date as well, on a hangout. So, that's
Thank
for
you,
Mr. Owen. Mr. Owen, who has all the commissions because he's so rich. Rich boy.
For our dear departing Dahlias, please have a safe trip home.
Right then, let's go to the far outback. It'll take me an hour to get out there, so... Oh, that's the thing, like, cornered beasts. We have a little Logan quest here. One that I don't know whether I've done before or not, but, let's go and see what that's about. Logan is on Rambo. Okay. Hi.
Hey, you busy? I got a tip from some tourists that someone's been using my name to scare people out in some cave ruins. I can't let that stand now, can I? Planning to go check it out. I'm missing a partner, though. You want to come with? Always good to have someone like yourself watching the six.
Sure.
Knew I could count on you. Come find me at the outpost before the sun sets tomorrow. Make sure you come
Before the sun
prepared.
sets tomorrow.
Don't
Okay.
know who those people might be. Real bandits?
Well, I've got some pretty nasty daggers nowadays, so yeah, Merle, where are you? There you are. We can go on our matching goats. Look, we can ride on our matching goats. How cute is that? How absolutely adorable is that? Okay. I finished with that little daydream there, so let's go to the outback and see what's going on out there, and then tomorrow we can go and look at what's going on with Logan. Okay, not looking forward to this. I don't want to see it all, like, destroyed. It's really destroyed. Oh my goodness, why didn't we build a sand wall around that?
I feared this, Trudy, but I don't know what's going on. For some reason, the roots aren't holding onto the soil. The algae isn't working very well.
Oh yeah, because that would have been the first test as to whether it would stop the sandstorm getting over to Sandrock. So the fact that there was a sandstorm, I didn't even think about that. The fact there was a sandstorm meant that that didn't work.
The water usage per tree is also way higher than what we had predicted. We've already used as much as we can spare from the portion water. If we keep going like this, it's not sustainable.
That's really sad.
You're here too. Oh, this sandstorm. It hit us hard. We're kind of at our wits' end here. Luckily, Irrigation Tower is still intact. But everything else...
Trudy, I think we're at the limit of what we can do alone. I heard that there's a agricultural expert in Highwind, Professor Luo. Maybe we can ask him to come to Sandrock and work with us.
Good idea. We can't just give up. I'll send a telegram to Highwind.
Professor Luo? I heard that name before.
He's pretty famous around Highwind, I hear. I wouldn't be surprised if you've heard of him.
Hey, I hear the builder's quite the celebrity in Highwind these days. Maybe a name drop in the invitation will up our chances of getting him to come? Well, I think there's nothing more we can do today. Let's clean up and head back. Builder, thanks for coming. I'll let you know if anything new comes up. It
I
isn't your
just
fault.
researched more.
That's so sad. That's so sad. I hope we can get this to work. This feels awful. So, Professor Luo and Professor Luo is Nia's teacher. So, that is who will be coming. So maybe that is who the final person on my little chart is. Oh, actually, I should just go straight home, shouldn't I? So now we're just finishing off commissions for the day then. So we are making tomato soup for Amira. Handing in... No, we handed in the limestones already. And then taking a way out on a day out. So... let's go find Way first. I can always do sand fishing late at night. That might be actually a really good late at night thing to do, to be honest. See if he's in the Commerce Guild. Okay, so I want something to give him that is not a moonstone first. Come now, where's that Sandrock spirit I've heard so much about? I'm not sorry, I'm sure whatever it is giving you trouble with that forest will be sorted in a jiff. Opal.
Thanks! I love it!
Then we can go back to moonstones. So play. And sadly, I'll need to be gifting Jane and giving her critters sessions until I can get her to a point where she can come out on a play date and tell me the things she likes. If I could find something that wasn't like, that didn't have to be crafted, that would be great. But if I do have to craft it, then fine. So let's give you a moonstone.
Thanks! I love...
Let's compliment you on work.
So that's how it is.
To each according to their ability, the philosophy that everyone should always be doing the best they can. Not really fair to anyone though. If some are unable to pull their weight, then why should we burden someone like yourself with all the work she lab? That's why I want to get our guild in tip-top shape. To lessen the load for builders like you. Our father always used to tell us, be hard on yourself, go easy on others. He always tried his best with Jan, but my brother, there was no getting through to him. When I moved in, I found engraved on his desk, go easy on yourself, go hard on others. How strange that he relishes in such behaviour. Oh wonder if he'll ever come back. He's not down as having left. You know that. He's not down on the thing as having left. Compliment appearance. You know what they say? Never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes, for example, there could be two books that look identical. But one could be good and the other evil. Perhaps my metaphor is getting a bit overworked. Compliment personality. Thank you, Sheila. I've always striven to be everything my brother's not. And it doesn't matter how old you get. There's always room to improve. Okay, and then we can go and do some dining with our remaining 2 points. Oops, I maybe overdid that a little bit, but I think you can dine on 2 points. I could also give another present on 2 points. Maybe we should do the dining first, though. Oh well, I'll see how it goes. I can dine or I can gift. So let's try dining. And I'll remember to come here first. Because there's been times where I've done well at this and gotten points back and then gone to the Oasis. Going to the Oasis first doesn't seem to work very well at all. Right, so stewed rice meat supreme, soy sauce fried rice. Where is it? I'm not finding anything today, apparently. Stewed rice with potato. Stewed rice. Meat supreme. There we are. And soy sauce fried rice. There we go. And 1 main course, which we already have. So 1 drink. I'll do 2 drinks though, and it should be more than 40 goals. Which it is. Lovely. Let's go. You spoil me, Sheila. These are some of the finest foods this establishment has to offer, are they not? Well, in any case, I find them delectable. Cheers. Yeah, I got some points back for being good at that, so we'll use them on a gift. That was what I was hoping would happen.
Thanks! I love it!
And then that's all we can do. But that's fine by me, because we're at 52 points. Which I try to aim every time we go out to get about 50 points. So, end hangout. And nothing much happened there. It was a bit, that was a bit of a downer. But where's Wei sitting now? With those extra 50 points. He's now sitting at that little cusp between friend and good friend. Was he sitting there before? Probably. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Because even Pebbles is at that point. Like, it takes ages to get through that. Andy's through that and he's already nearly at best buddy. So the good friend star doesn't take long to get through. Then it takes absolutely ages to get through that, the end of the best friend star. And then this one doesn't take very long at all. It's so weird. It is so, so weird. Well, I'm getting there with most people. Oh, once I do Amira's soup, I think that'll be her finished. Which would be amazing. That'll be so good. Do we have any birthdays coming up? Oh, Vivi's birthday. I never looked at what her good things were. So she might be getting an opal. So I've heard the planting isn't going as well as anticipated. That's alright, dear. We've been through worse. You just sleep on it. And we'll know what to do soon, I promise. You know what? A magnifier. I might have one of those somewhere. Do I have one, like, on me? Sometimes I do. Yeah, I do. Haha, I've got, like, 4 of them on me. Okay. You can have your magnifying glass, then.
Yeah.
I'm the grandchild you never had. Oh, what do you mean? Heidi is your actual grandchild? What? So why would you say that? That's awful. Well, Vivi is already my best friend as well, so it's not too awful if her birthday doesn't pop too much. If I just can get like a triple on an opal or something. I mean, I'm kind of thinking one thing I could try out, what's like the most difficult piece of cloth I can make? Because that would probably be what she'd like, right? Would that be windproof cloth, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna try giving her windproof cloth today. It's tomorrow. That's it's gonna be a bit of a experiment. But knowing Vivi, that's what she should like. In theory. Now then, expires spring day 6 for tanned leather. Day 8 and day 9. So that one goes out of date first. So let's do that one. 5 tanned leather. But that's where I'm at the moment. We're going to be like trying to do everything on the board if we can. Where's that then? Oh, you know what? That would be here. And leather. Add that to the queue. Gentle standing lamp. Add to the queue. Children's tent. Add to the queue. Yak boy rocking chair. Add to the queue. The zinc titanium alloy plate. Not enough materials. Let's have a look at the blueprints. We don't have enough coarse leather. The Yak Boy rocking chair also requires some tanned leather. Okay. Okay, we're off to the Fowler to go and beat up Penskis and kangaroos. And then do a bit of sand fishing. So that should help us get all of our commissions and all of our missions done as well. Bye, Heidi. Don't worry, She-Lab. This is just a minor hiccup. We're going to figure out what's gone wrong with our forest. And one day, this will just be a footnote in the history books. We will work it out, won't we, Heidi? Yeah. 2,400 gold. So we're at 44,000 goals now. I need to make sure the add is up so that I'm getting extra. That does add up. Ooh, good. I got everything for a week. Nice. So a nice week of extra stuff. Andy, I'll give you some milk chestnut today because I gave you the scorpus yesterday to reset you. Why is everyone so mad? Can't you just plant another, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? That's the definition of hard work and stick-to-itiveness. No, it's the definition of madness, Andy. You should know this. I need to make some more milk chestnut
Thanks for
soon.
giving me this. I love it.
Where's Andy sitting now? Andy. He is a good friend, but not a best friend. Lots of people stuck at that point. So many people stuck at that point. But there will, like, when you get this sort of bottleneck, all it's going to take is one person to go over, and then suddenly everyone's like ping, 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 ping. Like, Ryan, Sandy, and Venti aren't too far away either. But then old Pebbles and Deputy Captain. I think Way is about to overtake Pebbles and Deputy Captain soon. That's a shame. And Jane, we only just met, but hopefully by the time I give her all of the I'm hoping it'll be generous with the missions. So by the time I've given her the new teacher thing, that's 50, yeah, 50 points with her. So I think sometimes if the character comes in late, they give you a few more points just to, like, help with it. Sandy, do you like hats again yet? You had a day where you weren't so keen on hats. Oh yeah, you like him again now. Wonderful. It's such a shame that was a festival day. But I can make as many hats as I need to. It's fine. We can do it. Deputy Captain, I will give you an opal. Until you don't like them anymore. I wonder how many points total you need to, like, get someone up to full points. It's an interesting one. Like I say, it's definitely not just 100 points per heart or star. It is not at all. No way. Right, so we need to do some sand fishing and we need to get... Oh, I didn't even go get the coarse leather at all. I think the coarse leather is more important than the sand fishing right now. Sand fishing can just happen whenever. But I think we really need the coarse leather and as much of it as we can get. So I will probably just wail on through the whole Penske herd. Look away now if you don't like that. But it's necessary for the... It's for the children, okay? There's just so many more of them than there is the boxing jacks, but I will take down any boxing jacks I see. Oh yeah, daggers would be a good idea. Got 3 coarse leather there. Penskes are up here. Right, so the factory just took some of the coarse leather off me so it could start on its stuff. So I am hoping that that means that the factory's happy now. Can't really tell, so I'll try and keep going with the coarse leather. There's probably a few more boxing jacks around that I can grab. Other than that, I'll have to come out tomorrow, but it took 8 coarse leather off me. Any guys I can get over here, maybe? I think it's mostly at this point, like, thorny jumpers. In fact, thorny jumpers do give me coarse leather, I think. That thorny jumper. I think that might be it starting production on, like, everything now. That's twice that the factory said it's, like, started production and taken stuff off me. So I'm hoping that means I've got enough now. I love these daggers that regenerate my health. It's so good. I really do need to re-roll stats on any dagger or anything that I get until I get something like that where I regenerate over time. It's so much easier in dungeons when you don't have to worry about that. Then again, Fang's shops sell some really good healing stuff if you don't have something like that.
Prevent desertification.
Only you can prevent desertification. Right, so let's just check on the factory and just make sure that, like, we did get enough coarse leather for it to do what it wants to do. Hopefully it did. Yeah. Hopefully that means that all the stuff is ready. The Yak Boy chair didn't get made. Unless it did get made and it's like sat in the box still. Might be. Yes. It kind of crossed over with me checking the factory. So the factory's all done except for the fertilizer now, which is fantastic. I need to get to bed, and then tomorrow we can do the sandfish fishing. And we can go and do the cornered beast quest. And we can go and hand in all of those bits and bobs to Jane. So she'll be very happy with us for doing that one. I feel like we're getting really close to the point where I was. Today's the day the new school teacher gets introduced. I should head to the school dedication ceremony. Sounds good? Sounds very good. We only have to get out to Logan before the sun sets. So that's fine. It does need to be before sunset.
Sandgrass
Hello?
grows year-round in arid environments. The soil here is far too porous. It cannot maintain enough moisture for anything.
Well, we knew that.
This strain is better, but not by much. It's a wonder they're able to grow around here. Oh, howdy. I'm sorry. I was just passing by and noticed the sandgrass around here. And then I had this urge to study them. You work here, right? It's a rather harsh environment. So, can I ask you something? When you work, do you suffer from dehydration?
I'm gonna say
How much do you sweat?
It doesn't bother me because, like, I literally do run around all day, and I don't sleep much, so that would be a bit of a lie. I get tired all the time, so it doesn't bother me.
Ah, but of course. With hard-working builders such as yourself, it is no surprise Sandrock has seen such fast development. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Lure. I'm a botanist.
Lure.
I just got here on the morning train, and I must say, this place is fascinating. I should have visited sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am looking for a brilliant botanist named Zeke. See you around.
Oh, you'll enjoy talking to him. I see you around. That was cool. Letters from Grace. Sheila, I dreamed I was back in Sandrock last night, so I decided to write to you. I don't actually remember what happened, only that I was really happy. Maybe it's because some bad news I got recently. It seems the archaeological faculty has been delighted with my work in Sandrock, and my career prospects are looking good. At the same time, Sandrock's dangerous relics rating has been lowered to pretty darn safe. After Director Chi's research, I guess that should be a good thing, but it means I won't be coming back anytime soon. It's fine, we can still keep in touch. This isn't too bad. How's Sandrock treating you? P.S. Working on a way to get assigned back into the Fowler. I'll keep you posted. Grace. She might get into the northern plan, maybe. I miss you every day. Oh. Let me fill you on everything on everything that's been happening here. Cooper's still the same old, ranting and rambling whenever he gets a chance. Trudy's been really focused on her long-term projects for her town. Zeke's been making strides at the moisture farm. Daisy's been settling in too. She feels like a big part of the town now. Everyone misses you so much. Are you writing to everyone else too? Or, tell me about your career. No, let's go with, I'll just fill her in on everything. Yeah, pop those all away, and then we need to... I've got one commission left, I think, and that is for a mirror. No, I don't. I have two. Oh yeah, we've got the tanned leather. It doesn't look like I've got any of that. Was it perfect tanned leather I was required to get or something? Yes. Right, so let's see if we can upgrade the leather, the tanned leather we have. So tanned leather, we only have 4. Sadly. Okay, some of them went way higher. Okay. But I need it to make me one more tanned leather. I don't know why it was one short, but it was. So let's... Oh, right. Okay, so we were still one piece of coarse leather short, which is so frustrating. An intermediate jewelry machine for 3.7k. I will make that. Zinc titanium alloy. Meat stuffed mushrooms again, really? Actually, that's not too bad anymore, because I now have mushrooms growing at least. Poor large sandacuda for justice. That would be easy enough to do. I can't be bothered drying the sandacuda. But I'm sure I've got, like, enough to do that. Okay. Let's start making the stuff. So, make the intermediate jewelry processing machine. I'll be done in like 8 minutes. Perfect. That's so easy now. And I'll try and get that coarse leather done. It was looking to me like the factory was starting things up, but I was clearly just one short. But that's okay. We're going to be out in the Fowler with Logan later anyway, so there's a chance that while I'm out there I might get some coarse leather anyhow, so that's fine. I would say let's go over to the school. Yeah, there we are. Opening ceremony, and then we can give Jane all of the furniture, and then we can go out with Logan straight after. And then I can sort of get commissions done where I get time in between. Still not putting relics on. That's the one thing I'm really being bad at forgetting. There's always something I'm forgetting though, isn't there?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out so early. What an exciting day! We're here to celebrate the opening of Sandrock's brand new school. Thanks to the combined efforts of Construction Junction and our Commerce Guild, our children will no longer lose at the starting line. Ahem. During the Relic Rush, Sandrock was a bit more bustling than it is now. At that time, the city had a school, and there were even plans for a university. But as the environment degraded and the sandstorms became more rampant, more and more people moved away. When our last teacher, Miss Bliss, retired due to health reasons, no replacement wanted to come, leaving an empty schoolhouse sitting there until a sandstorm finished the job.
I remember the day Miss Bliss retired.
We did our best to try to bring back a school to Sandrock, but budget and population reality always stood in the way. In the meantime, folks in our community stepped up. Vivi, Heidi, even church members taught our children where they could. In the end, I think we can all agree the children of Sandrock are our future. We need to give them the best darn school we could possibly build. But a school is just a building if it doesn't have a teacher. So, let's all give a great big Sandrock welcome to Jane, our new school teacher. Would you like to say a few words, Jane?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you all for the warm welcome. I'm looking forward to working with your children and filling their minds with knowledge. I hope our time together will inspire in them a love of learning that extends throughout their lives. I can't wait to get started.
We are super happy to have you here, Jane. Now, without further ado, as mayor of this lovely town, I hereby dedicate this school to the children of Sandrock.
Hooray!
Jane will need some time to get her classroom set up and the curriculum planned. But school starts soon, so make sure our kids have all their school supplies ready. Have a truly great day, folks.
But if you've actually looked inside the school, she was already teaching Pebbles. And she's already had enough classes to do drama lessons with them, so that's interesting. I think they're pacing slightly off there. From associate
Miss
to
Jane,
acquaintance.
Pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Heidi. Welcome to Sandrock.
Oh, Heidi! Yes, a pleasure to meet you as well. You designed the school, did you not? I must say, my eyes lit up when I saw the design. You really went above and beyond.
Oh, you saw the design before you came?
I did! In fact, it sealed the deal for me. When I saw your angular, decisive lines shaped and cradled such a cozy little den of learning, I started to hear the voices of children laughing and singing. It was a no-brainer.
Huh, whoa. I never expected my design to make such an impact. Well, I'll try to continue to impress. Say, you know, I used to be something of a teacher here myself. Me and, one other guy used to tutor the only kid in town.
Is that so? How wonderful. So nice to be amongst like-minded individuals. Who is this other guy exactly? Well, I must meet them at once.
Miguel.
Ah, well, he's, kinda going through some stuff right now.
Right then.
Miss Mian, I just had to say it again. Thank you so much for making all of this happen. To think I was really going to just rebuild that old shack and call it a school. Well, we all have our off days.
Really, Mayor, you don't have to thank me. I'm just doing what I think is right and trying to make a difference. Like you.
Right. Well, still, we need to also commemorate those who make a difference, to set an example to others and inspire them to do great things. That's why I've commissioned a small plaque to be placed at the door with your name on it.
And also name the entire school after you.
Oh, really don't. Please.
Well, then you're going to hate this idea. Jane suggested we name the school after you. Mian's Institute of Telesis, or MIT for short.
What? Institute? Technology?
No, telesis, not technology.
Yes, perhaps a bit of a stretch for a city school. But this is the kind of imagination we need teaching our young ones about the world.
Okay,
So, what did you have in mind for the PTA, Danby?
Yeah, I'm interested as well.
Oh, look at this. This is my 10-point plan. We're gonna
plan.
make sure the kids of Sandrock will have the best experience in school.
You be nice to Jane, okay?
Holiday parties? Spring trip?
Radical Dreamers Society?
That's right. We're also gonna need an officer and a bookkeeper. Who's interested?
Gotta say, Dan, when you roll, you really go all out. Maybe I can volunteer some of my time for this. And Rocky's as well.
And I'll work with you on the lunch program.
Mabel's so sweet because like she doesn't have any skin in this game. Elsie's already like. Let's go out the research center. All right, let's just see where I need to put these new teacher things. I need to install them inside the school. Okay, let's go in and pop them down where they need to go. Saying install. Oh yeah. A little tent. Oh, cute. It's like the tents that the animals go in. A little lamp. And a boy rocking chair to tell stories.
It's fabulous!
Perfect.
Thank you. It's just how I imagined. I can see why Trudy said you're the best of the best. Right, well, I need to get cracking planning my lessons. Oh, that reminds me. Is there somewhere we can rent books in Sandrock? A city hall, maybe? Could you show me the way there? It's for my lessons. I just did a little practice, but I feel like I'm missing something. I think if I dig through a couple of books, I'll find what I need.
Oh, were you preparing a class back there?
You caught me. I was trying to think about how I can bring a little dramatics to my lessons. Like, just before, I was trying to teach the digestive system of Yakmal. See? I'm boring myself already. I thought a little acting magic could grab the students' attention. I figured if I could really show them the pain a Yakmal feels while eating noodles, they'd really empathize. You know, back at college, I wrote a paper called Theater in Education, Methods for Engaging Edutainment. It even won an award.
Let me take you there.
Really? Oh, you're the best. Let's go.
It's 9 o'clock still. I've got plenty of time to go see Logan this afternoon. So to go to City Hall, you've got to go this way, and you go parkour, and you're there. Hopefully she can teleport like everyone else can. Oh yeah.
This is it! Fundamentals of Drama Education. Oh, look! Miss Jane, this is my favorite play. There is no joy like that of being loved by another and feeling that your presence is an addition to their happiness. The love between Miss Jane and Mr. Rock is so touching. I wish I could...
Oh, hello.
Ah, Trudy.
Are you here to borrow some books?
Oh! Hey, hello, Mayor Trudy. Yes, we are.
Wonderful. Well, just let me know which one you want to take out, and I'll make a note of it.
Ah, so Trudy is also a librarian.
This one, please.
Fundamentals of Drama Education. Oh, I didn't realize you were so interested in acting, Jane. Maybe you'll want to have a little chat with Owen and our famous Kugo band. Sandrock's quite the walnut grove these days.
Oh, I didn't know Sandrock was full of such creativity. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Anyways, I've made a note of it now, so I'll let you get back to it.
Okay.
Is it just me, or do you also start to get really nervous when you see someone with authority? It's like I'm asking my professor to review my work.
Don't worry, Trudy's great.
I know. She's lovely. I really shouldn't be so nervous. I don't know. I'm not entirely confident. I was doing an internship at a school and the parents kept saying to just teach the stuff. They didn't really get my teaching style.
But just teaching the stuff doesn't get through to every student.
Anyway, thanks for coming with me today. It's nice. You're the first real friend I've made in Sandrock so far. It's exciting to come to a new place, but it's also a little scary. I'm glad I met you, though. But I'll let you go now. Back to the book for me. Bye.
Okay, so that is Jane relationship plus 50 and 1,000 goals to boot, so that's not too bad. So it kept putting it back down to like associate and then down to like up to acquaintance and weird. But she'll be a buddy very, very soon. And then I can start taking her out on days out and things like that. If I play a couple of games of critters with her, that'll probably snag it. What can we give her? That might be good. Let me try Mountain Rose. See how she does with that.
Thank you.
Okay, so she doesn't like those. We're gonna play critters because that's gonna help me. I'm gonna make some like crafted pencil holders and desks and chairs and things for her, I think. Yeah, victory. And let's start with, I'm gonna start with mouse. Haha. Then I'll go elephant. Then I'll go, oh, she always plays elephant a lot, but we'll go fox and see. She played mouse there. And another fox. Mouse? Oh, she played cat. Double crossed. Double crossed. My cards suck this time. I'll play mouse and see if she plays another elephant. No, so I lost that one, but we got some good points there, I think, with her. Okay, so that I think is Jane all sorted and done with, and she is now like sitting super close to Buddy, and like I said, that means I can then take her out on a day out, and I can then talk to her and find out if there's any hidden things that she might really like. In the same way that I've managed to find out that Way liked gemstones, it gives me more chances to try different presents as well. Right then. I can call Merle, I think. Merle isn't loyal to me yet, so I'm still training Merle up a little bit. I still need to get Amira's sandfish, but I am happy to wait for that until the evening time, but then I will try and prioritize it. I've gone the wrong way. And I also need to try and get at least one piece of leather while I'm out in New Fowler as well. But that's fine. So, where is... Okay, probably that one. Either of the Yakmel stations. It's kind of equidistant between them. But that one will do. Merle will probably come with me, and I can ride her over to Logan's place and can go see Rambo maybe, if Rambo's about. I feel bad that Merle and Rambo are separated right now. I feel like they come as a pair, kind of, don't they? Right then, Logan, let's go on our quest.
All right, we're gonna head out to the ruins. You got everything you need? Weapons? Medicine?
Yep.
Yeah, let's just roll out and get this over with.
My daggers are healing on their own, so it's pretty nice.
Been to these ruins a few years ago. Ain't so treacherous. Lots of folks try spelunking when they can. Who would want to use my name? Let's try to be careful. Make sure we got each other's backs.
So someone is using Logan's name. Stuff dropping on my head is not ideal.
Hey, boss! The trap went off!
Who's boss? Who are they? Who are these guys?
Oh,
They look like the new
I don't
Huss
know,
and
boss.
Tuss.
That really sounded like our trap. Oh, what if it's not enough to stop it?
Yeah, they're definitely the new Huss and Tuss. Donkey and
We lured that
mule.
monster halfway across Eufaula, and now you want to get cold feet on me? Ugh, sheesh. Why do I put up with a dunce like you?
Hey, but I heard.
You heard the sound of you being an idiot.
No, really. Huh?
Check it out. A tourist who thinks he's a Yank boy. Sick 'em, Don. Haru?
Well, give us what you got on you, and maybe we'll let you walk.
I don't reckon I'll be doing anything of the sort.
Oh, a wise guy, huh? Listen, this is your last warning. I happen to be the meanest, rottenest, gun-slingingest leader of the infamous Logan gang, Logan. So don't test your luck.
That's funny. You never dared to talk to me like that before.
Huh?
Whoa, wait a minute, that's Logan.
We're sorry, sir. We didn't think we'd run into you.
Well, you did.
We're real sorry that we used your name, sir.
We just wanted to scare away the tourists so we can have time to defeat the monster deeper in the cave.
We trapped it there so we can beat it and make a fortune.
But you can have it now.
Poor thing.
Don't use my name no more.
Oh, of course. All yours, sir. Please, just let us go.
Yeah, we're real sorry.
Get.
Thank you, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
When we hid, I could almost hear your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat.
I didn't want you to get hurt. If anything happened.
Oh, he's so cute. I love it.
It's pretty hot in here, ain't it?
Yeah, it's all the fire and stuff around. Yeah.
Anyway, Those two guys, mule and donkey. Fitting names for a pair of no-good jackaninnies. Never really knew them. They come from the same village as Haru, but they ain't got the good streak he did. They're always getting into trouble, claiming they worked for me. Guess they don't read the news if they're still out here running the same scam.
They probably don't read.
They trapped a monster in there. Let's see if we can get it out of here without a fight. Let's
Okay.
press forward. Watch out for any more traps set by the idiots. Let's take them out with your pick hammer. Don't want prospectors getting in here and getting injured.
Another one of those big sandworms.
There's our girl. Not too far now. Let's move.
Maybe Elsie could tame it. So, okay. I'll try and destroy this without getting hit by the crossbows. There we are. And there was another trap somewhere. Oh yeah, there's some right, those are gone. Where's the trap though? I'm very good at finding the traps, am I? Yeah, it's down. Trap. Well, let's go get that chest anyway. If I can. Love a good chest. Oh, a sundial. Nice. Stick that in my yard. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? I think I need to axe this treasure chest. Might get a nice hardwood plank or something out of it. Yeah. Well, let's grab this junk pile and then head up the ladder. Aluminium scrap. That's not bad, actually, for a junk pile, is it? I still didn't make my pick hammer and my axe. Oh, that's another trap. And another trap. Anything going on here? Oh, maybe I was meant to jump down from there onto the chest. But I actually managed to just go from below, so that's fine. Maybe another trap around here somewhere then. Nano material. Well, that's the first time I've had any of that stuff. And some of that, you can use... I noticed some of the really, really good level 50 weapons use the nano material. So we're going to need that, definitely. Sorry, Logan. I'm doing a bit of... Ooh, a diamond! Give that to Venti. She loves diamonds. She thinks they're awesome. They're her favorite thing.
How you holding up?
You're a pretty reliable partner.
Ain't so bad yourself. But, let's not hang around singing each other's praises. We got a monster to catch. By the way, take this, just in case.
Bang special. I don't need that. Okay, so there's another crossbow wall there. There's some more junk pile there. Another junk pile even. So yeah, I'm grabbing all this aluminium scrap because that'll be super useful to have, I feel. And I need to just tank this crossbow sadly, it is clipping me. It's hard because we're right in front of it. So, yeah. Oh, I got caught in the Tripion's electricity beam. Well, my lifesteal doesn't do very well against traps, sadly, but there is a full heal right there, which is quite nice. And maybe we'll grab that. Maybe this might be a good time to save. Which means we're gonna fight a boss monster in a minute. And it's only 11:15 in the morning. I may have to end this episode early, possibly. We'll see.
Dead
end.
Still no sight of the
monster. Oops. You would think the builder would do better. Logan, he took an arrow from me. It's so romantic. Another one of those sandworm guys. The mega tunnel worm. How do they manage to trap this thing? Forget about leading this out. We're its targets now. Okay.
Careful.
We've taken out mega tunnel worms before. They're not that hard, right?
Phew. Gotta push through.
Gotta take this down quick because poor Logan is.
It'll take more than that.
Yeah, I really will. Yeah, down he goes.
You okay? You really saved my skin. Most of it, anyway.
You saved mine. I stood on a trap and let it off, and you got hit by an arrow, but I saved your skin. I see how that is.
Oh, this? Just a flesh wound.
At least it wasn't an arrow to the knee. Let's get you back home. Good job, Builder is strong. Can carry Logan home. What do you think, Fang?
Poison from arrow. He is running a fever. Unconscious.
Poison arrow. That's unfortunate.
I have treated the wound. He will recover. Wait for a while. Give him this medicine.
Okay.
I will take my leave.
Okay, they put him in Harrow's room. Probably because he has to share his room with Andy, and that's a bit of a pain, so maybe they swapped just for now. Alright, Logan?
Oh, my head. Feels like a clotheslined a porcupine.
Kinda did a bit.
Builder, why are we in my house? I remember. The ruins? Did you bring me back? Is this medicine for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Seeing you like this, it hurts.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. You coming back tomorrow? I might need a bit more of that medicine and all.
Of course, I'm here for you, Logan.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Oh, well, the meds are kicking in, I reckon. I'm gonna doze off for a bit. You take care now.
So we managed like 3 or 4 heart options in that whole interaction, so that was fantastic. Very happy with that, indeed. Alright then. Let us... go and do the rest of the things we need to do today. So Logan and Jane took up big chunks of the day. But we do still have a commission for a mirror to do. That I would like to do by the end of the day. Something is going on over here as well. Is Andy managed to work out his research? Maybe? Yes, it's Andy again. Memory foam. Interesting idea. Sounds plausible. Very well, I believe you're on the cusp of designing something actually feasible. I will also say your determination I find rather moving. Therefore, I will make the required modifications at my leisure and return to you a functioning diagram.
Ooh.
You will? Alright! And in the future, please educate yourself on the guidelines for proper diagram writing. Yes, it's pedantic. No, it doesn't affect the overall quality of the result, but professionals have standards, you see. You scribble the same as the day we met. Oh, you remember that, huh? Yes. So make sure we... Oh, the research done. We do. It's okay. How many data discs I got? 269. You know what we could do? Things I constantly forget to go and make. And we've got a lot of data discs now. And I am constantly forgetting. Oh, also, is Professor Llewell that final person? No! Ah! Who is it gonna be? Unless Katori's son is going to come into it, that's the only thing I could think. But it seems like we've got a lot of data disks. I'm thinking we could just use the relic restoration machine here and put things together. So we can do another Sand Eagle statue apparently. 4 spaceship models. 3 DNA models. So many. This is why we've got so much stuff just sat around. Spacesuit, I can give that to Andy. It's almost all my data disks gone to do this. But I actually don't even care. Oh my goodness. I think that's everything. Now let's go and see if we can put anything more down. Apparently that guy. And the sundial. Start putting things over the top of other things. We don't apparently have any more. We haven't donated a golden candlestick already. Apparently those couches can go in as well, and the wardrobes, but they're not having my couch or my wardrobe. They can get lost. My builder trophy could go in. All right, fine. I'll put it in the museum because I've got one in my house. Why not? And that really is it. There's nothing on the large displays. But there's a couple of, like, things I do need to still get that are probably large ones. I would imagine the ones that are, like, 5 parts to put together are probably going to be large ones. So items, relics. So we're looking at things like the conch statue. I need the guitarist, astronaut still. Starship, abandoned ruins. And I can see how, like, I need a couple more pieces of the rusty robot. And I think I need one more piece of the rooster pose statue. So that would have that whole line done there then. The Ozdak dancing statue. I'm almost certain we had the whole dancing statue. Yeah, we did. So there's some other, like, probably another astronaut to collect, I would imagine. We haven't done the guitarist. But I wonder if there's another place, because there seems to be, like, missing sections, but I don't know, maybe. There's still things from the mole cave that I haven't got. We've got the whole sundial, but we never got all the pieces. So I kind of feel like I need the pieces to fill this chart out, don't I? In a way. Monument will come out of a relic bag, and so will that piece of the toy soldier, spear soldier, and the sword soldier. But we're only missing 3 pieces now, so they're going to be probably impossible to get at this point. So, yeah, every time the mysterious man comes around, we'll buy all of his relic bags. We'll go through the ruins and just keep buying the relic bags from, with our ruin tokens from the Civil Core, and we'll see if we can get them. I've been through hundreds of relic bags at this point. There's one point where I opened 70 in one go, and that's when we got a lot of those things, but... Okay. Time to do the rest of my commissions for the day, so let's go and have a little look. The intermediate jewelry processing machine should be done by now. And then I need to go get some sandfish to finish off Amira's commission for tomato soups. And I need to make extra for Pebbles because it'll be giving some of Pebbles' stuff away. Why is that not happening? That should be done by now. Intermediate jewelry processing machine. Why are you not done? Oh, it'll be done in 45 seconds. That's fine. I didn't manage to find any tanned leather, any sort of coarse leather while I was out, unfortunately. Why don't we go see if we can find a thorny jumper behind here? Sometimes there are some. Sometimes you find one. Probably won't be lucky today. Oh, yep, there's one. There we are. So that's going to finish off my coarse leather stuff without having to go all the way out to the youth outlet, which is very nice. It's also started me healing back up again, which is quite nice. How much is it for my expansion now? 262,000. So yeah, if I think of it as 250, I'll remember that more. We are, yeah, like I say, about 1/5 of the way through that. Rosie, I haven't given you a present today, have I? I haven't been out to the northern spaceship ruins again, so it's still, unfortunately, condensed power stones for now. I will try my best to get you something nicer as soon as I can, but Rosie is doing okay. I managed to catch the birthday with the triple on a high-speed processor, so Rosie is my friend, about to be my good friend, and every time the relationship with the mirror goes up, more actions can be taken by the mirror, which is fantastic. Can't wait for Jane to be my buddy. I hate having people in my life that are not at least my buddy. It annoys me. Because I don't know where they are. I like to be able to, like, keep tabs on them at all times. Right, so commission-wise, we've taken 2. Can we take any more? I don't think I'm going to take the iron. I think I'm going to leave that one. Mind you, it's 12.50 for not a bad, for a very tiny amount of effort. The cactus flower is absolutely not happening, and nor is the dried sandacuda. The large sandacuda, I can hand in straight away. Oh yeah. Need to hand other things in first, apparently. Let's go and grab that intermediate jewelry processing machine. And the tanned leather is apparently also finished, so those are both done and I can hand them in. Wonderful. Oh, it looks like there's main questy stuff going on somewhere. Up at the school, maybe? Is there more stuff at the school? I will go and have a poke around up at the school in a second. It is a weekend. We are ignoring the inspections as usual. I got nearly 5,000 goals for that. So the goals, the extra goals that I get for like handing it in on the day, plus from the ad, plus from all the other bits and bobs, is really adding up hugely now. 52,000 in the bank. Going ahead up here. It looks like, I think I may have missed some of the cutscenes around the school, possibly. Looks like there might be something going on with Andy and Jasmine. That's where it's pointing anyway. Yeah, there we are.
We're gonna have a new teacher! And finally, a real school!
Yeah, pretty cool.
Look what my mom got me! This pencil says Monday on it. And this one says Tuesday. Oh, and you'll never believe what this one says. It says Wednesday!
Wow!
Yeah, Logan got me the same pencil pack. I told him to stuff it. I chew on one pencil at a time. Ain't got no time for guessing what the future holds.
I chew on one pencil at a time. Lovely. This is why we're glad that pencils now have graphite in them and not lead anymore.
What's the matter, Andy? You don't seem excited. Didn't you see the class schedule? There's not anything you're looking forward to?
Nah. Listen, if it was me running this thing, we'd be kicking the arithmetic to the curb and doing all combat classes. That's right, morning till night, learning to fight.
No, you need to learn to math as well as fight.
Combat classes? You're starting to sound like Penn.
What? No, ain't like that. Me and that yellow-bellied snake in the grass got less in common than a frog and a tadpole. My classes would include protecting the weak, standing up to bullies, and hey, let's be real for a second, maybe a little bit of banditry.
So are you basically saying by that you're a baby, like, progenitor version of Penn? Because that's basically what you just said. But I'm glad that I nipped back up there for that one. That was really cute. That was so cute. You maybe go and see Mort and give him a present. Might be nice. This is where, like, right up by his place. And I do need to look after the old dude every so often.
Yeah.
Your friend, Miss Nia, is a real kind soul. She went out of her way to greet me last time she was here. Let me know if there's anything I can do for the two of you.
Yeah.
Progress is never easy, but we started by simply sticking straw in the sand to slow the storms. We wouldn't have come this far if we let any of those old failures stop us. I can get some Fang Special X to him, that would be good.
This gift is great.
Oh, Mort became my best friend, and X became my best friend. Nice. My mighty lab, these old bones haven't got a lot of juice left in them, but this will keep them going a little bit longer. Can't say I don't miss the old days of my youth. With a spring in my step, bright-eyed, looking towards the future, now that future is here. Well, thank you. Your kindness speaks volumes about your character. Yay! I told you, like, more than one would happen at once with that. So now... X and... Where's Mort gone? How interesting. He's my best friend. Oh, and X became like a BFF. Ah, they were at different stages. So X is really close to being finished with. Trudy is very close, so is Amira. Dumby is still in that awkward phase between best friend and BFF. As is Arvio, Cooper, and Ernest. And Jensen. And Mian. And Logan's getting there now. Nice. I didn't give Logan a present today, did I? I need to get some more sharpening stones for him, I think. And some more chromium bearings and things like that. I'll make a few of those. This is going great now. There is no one except for the new people that has more than 2 stars to go. And out of the new people, the only one that has more than 3 stars to go is Jane, who literally showed up yesterday. So I think we can forgive that one. But yeah, that's wonderful. Another big amount of progress towards where we want to be, which is fantastic. Right. I need to make sure all these relics that I've made are stuck away in a chest somewhere, or put in my house somewhere, or doing something useful. If any of them are luck-based ones, I will... Jeweled eggs are luck. Golden candlesticks are luck. Jade chalices are luck as well. Okay. I want to see if any of them will go on like a table or a bookcase or anything like that, maybe. And then I might consider doing a bit of sand fishing. Possibly. Because I think some of the relics might go on here. No, apparently not. Oh, well, how wonderful. They don't go anywhere. Lovely. But they're so small. Compressed cookie dining tables. You can put like compressed cookies on them. Sweet potato pie and a bit of jerky or something. Adds a bit of pizzazz to it, doesn't it? A little bit of like niceness to it. So what's this table? What does that hold? Oh. It makes me sit down apparently. Wonderful. So yeah, I can put a few things on there as well. All the rest of my compressed cookies can go on there. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Rustic refrigerator, my statue there, basic coffee table, so that'll just have books on it. Simple cabinets, same. Yeah, can't display a lot of them, but I do want the extra luck, so maybe things that stand up a bit more. That's stamina, that's HP. Attack. So it's the jeweled egg, really. That's luck. So maybe I could put them like either side of a door or something. Like that. That would definitely help. I've got loads of them, you see, so I may as well put them in my house, right? Maybe in my study as well. Yeah, if I put 2 more jeweled eggs down or anything else of that type, I could put another... I already had like a jeweled candle in here, a golden candlestick in here. So I could put another one in. Or even another 2. Just stick another one in the corner there. I could hide one. I could hide one in the corner behind the desk as well. I literally have enough to have one in each corner. Although my clock is in one corner, so I'm happy with that there. So, wish I could turn them on. That'd be amazing. Put candles on them. But I think that would be... That's me fully... like sorted for my house stats though now. Yeah. They're all full. So I'll need to have another look at them once I upgrade to level 10. But for now, that's good. So the rest of them can just be popped away in a chest for now, I think. In the relic chest. Hopefully the relic chests have gotten a little bit more room in them because I've taken a load of parts out. But the problem is the relics don't stack, whereas the parts do. Orchid vase, that's really pretty. I may change things around as well. I might look through the relic chest at some point. So these guys, they sell for 150 each as well. I'll just keep completed relics in here, and if I find out that anybody likes them, I'll just go through and give them to people, but... Actually, in a way, putting them together is less good than... Like, I might need to sell some of them, honestly. Maybe RVO will. The spacesuit I'm keeping for Andy. He loves them. I think Chi does as well, but Andy's need is greater at the moment. But I struggle a lot with luck And so that would be really useful for me. There we are. Right, let's go and get some sandfish. What other commissions do we have right now? That one. That one. And meat stuffed mushrooms, of course. Of course we do. Can we pick up any more commissions? We've only taken 2 out of 4 today. So I'll take the iron sword and shield quickly. Get that off the board. Right, iron sword and shields. Meat stuffed mushroom. I need more meat and soy sauce for it. And we are getting low on mushrooms too. Let's see if I'll plant anything in my planting area as well. It's been a super long episode. Sorry about this. We have a few mushrooms growing already, which is nice. So if there are any more, I'll pop them in. There is one more. Loads of rhino horns and stuff. Quite a lot of sand rice at the moment as well, so I'll just plant some of that in, I think. It's good bait. One rose willow seed there. I never have enough to like fully do anything, do I? Fully plant an area. Okay, this area looks like it might already be watered a bit, but maybe not fertilized yet. There is fertilizer though, so as soon as I started planting, it was like, haha. Let's put in all the fertilizer. So this is a dry area. This will start taking water from my stocks there. So that's everything planted, all the seeds that I have, with the exception of the Duke Cantaloupe and the Rhino Horn. So could put some more Duke Cantaloupes in. Have to be careful if I do too many of them that I don't go overboard on the water. But I still got some cheap Burgess water I can buy today as well. I think I'm just going to do a bit of planting and then I'm going to... Okay, let's see. Water's still pretty stable. So I will put the rhino horns in. Along the back here. But it was always a case of making sure I slowly put the water into these, because if I'm too fast with it, it will just suck every bit of water out of my tank. So you just gotta be careful. Okay, so I've got probably about enough for another 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, so around 50 odd plants that I can still put in here. But it's looking nice, isn't it, with everything sort of planted and going. So Rosie will be harvesting them, so I will need to keep planting them, but that's cool. I don't care. That's nice. Looking good in here. Right, sand fishing. And also, I'm going to need to get some meat. And I'm going to need to get some soy sauce. But I don't think I... Well, maybe I could just about get into the saloon. Because I think that's open till 11. You get an extra hour on the saloon, which is quite nice. But I don't have any time to get meat from Mabel. So we might need to do that first thing in the morning. It's all about the soy sauce. It's always the meat stuffed mushrooms that are asked for, never anything else. It was really nice. There was a while where Grace was asking for certain other things, and I was like, oh, great. So varied. And then it was like, back to the meat stuffed mushroom. Oh, okay. Okay, Okay, so... Oh, sand fishing. Sorry. Had 2 things to do. Did one of them, as usual. I could do with getting a professional sand trap. There's a load more bait that I can now make as well, which is quite nice. But for the moment, all I actually need is some normal sandfish. Just a few of them. Just to stock up a bit. Oh no, that one ran away. Getting loads of the big ones today. Good grief. Got a bit frightened, didn't they? Oh well, it's not like I have a lack of worms. Somehow, I think the animals have been bringing the worms back from their, like, water collecting. They do bring a bit of bait back from that, so it's probably why I've got so much. Which is quite nice. But I'll have to look into making the other types of bait on the blender. I did buy the recipes for them. I would like to start filling my pond up with a few different interesting looking sandfish. Sandacuda, let's have that. I think we might have enough now. Got 6 large, 14 small, and a sandacuda. That is fine by me. It's getting late and I should... Oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning already? Really? Well, I'll see if I can get the tomato fish going. I'll do as many as I can before we go to bed. And then in the morning we'll do the meat stuffed mushroom quest. And that should be... It's all the cooking ones that are taking ages now. Probably because they're the ones that you don't do in the factory. Yeah, I'll do the full 14 of them. And we'll just get some meat tomorrow and that'll be perfect. So, yeah. Good episode. Long episode. We got a lot done, though. Doing the Logan stuff and the Jane stuff took ages. We were okay. The first day, there wasn't much to do. And then the second day, everything happened. So, ended up being quite long. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.